Hey guys, this is Anthony from OkiDuelist, Americans wrecking shit over here in Japan. I'm going to do an Atlantean Mermail Deck profile today. This is my Atlanteans with some of my personal techs. So we'll start off with the main engine of the deck, 3 Neptibus. This isn't in TCG yet, but out here this card's fucking nuts. If you open it, it's an automatic +2. I mean, it's also spot removal, +1. It's pretty good. Also, 3 Diva. It's definitely necessary. So many combos, synchro plays you can go off of Diva. I mean, it's Diva. 3 Megalo. It's pretty self-explanatory. He's the beater of the deck. A lot of combos you can get with Neptibus and other monsters. You could plus hard with him. 3 heavy infantry. I mean, basic Atlantean, pop 1. Also, there's pretty crazy combos with him and Diva. If you open him Diva or Diva Neptibus first hand, you'll have an amazing play, which pretty much you banish 2 of your opponent's cards from their hand first turn. 3 marksmen. Usually people run only 2 out here in Japan. I personally like 3. I play a lot of back row heavy decks. Pretty much good spot removal. Its second effect is also good. If I only open him, if I do damage, I can get out Neptibus. 2 Dragoons. This card's fucking amazing as well. I'd run 3 if I could, but it's semi-limited here. It's your searcher. It sets up a lot of good plays. 2 Undyne. He's alright. I do some small combos with him. Usually use him for spot removal, and if I don't open Neptibus or Diva, he's usually pretty decent to start with as well. 2 Linde. I mean, a lot of plays you can go off with her. Crasher, get a free Megalo, or some other plays as well. 2 Veilers for my hand trap. I was between this and Max C, but there's too many decks right now in the OCG that Veiler's a lot more viable. Infinity, you need to stop the Putmalis as soon as you can, so Veiler, and also in the mirror match is good as well. My one-ofs, Abyss Spike. I know he's at, like, people run more normally in TCG, but this is more Atlantean focus and Mermail focus out here, so 1's pretty good. He can be dead sometimes. Mullen Glacia, it's power card. Discard 2. Gen X controller. I mean, he's necessary for Undyne, so I run a 2-1 ratio of him in Undyne. My spell cards, all power spells, one-ofs, Pot of Avarice, 1 for 1. A lot of good combos, easy to get out. Neptibus, pretty self-explanatory. Monster Reborn, I mean, I don't really have to explain that one. Feather Duster, that doesn't need to be explained either. Instant Fusion, Nodin, really self-explanatory. Abyss Scales, the Mizuchi. This is actually usually what you want to search with Megalo when you summon him. Negates a spell. It's actually pretty good. It helps out the OTK and helps put a lot of damage on board. For the traps, 2 Abyss Sphere. Get my Linde plays, or I can just summon a Megalo and attack. 2 Compulse. It's at 3 in OCG. It's just a really good card right now, meta. 2 Breakthrough Skill, also really good in the meta right now. Ring of Destruction. I'm kind of back and forth with this. I'm actually going to take it out for Dark Hole and 1 Vanity's Emptiness. Extra deck, Nodin. It's really self-explanatory. It's best instant fusion target in the game. You can go super crazy plus with him and Dragoons. Tetsunyaku or Child Dragon, I'm not sure what he's going to be named in the TCG yet. He's necessary for the deck. If you open Diva, it's a free, it pretty much allows Maul and Glacia first turn. Herald of Arclight. This also allows, this is like the better opening if you get Neptibus and Diva first hand, or Neptibus and Heavy Infantry. This allows first turn Maul and Glacia, plus it banishes 2, and it's amazing, it stops shit. My other level 4 synchro is Armory Arm. I go into him sometimes. Sometimes I need to make a quick rank 4 play with Diva, and I'll make Armory Arm, or it helps Megalo get over some big monsters. He's decent. Block Rose, blow up the board. Trishula, I mean, I don't really need to explain that. Leo, best level 10 synchro in the game. For my XEs, I got Cat Shark. He actually opens up some really good combos. He's really good for stalling, and he also boosts other X-Seed monsters. I do Abyss Triton, but Hotmot Shark. Hotmot Shark, you know, if I can go into him, I can get over a lot of stuff. I could get over Dark Law, I could get over Infinity. I'm actually thinking I might switch them out. I'm still back and forth with these two, switch them out for 2 different synchros, but I'm still thinking about that. 101, he's good in this deck. I don't really run him in any of my other decks, but since we have Megalo, or sorry, not Megalo, Dragoons, it's a free plus. Castel, self-explanatory. Abyss Dweller. This is probably the best X-Seed monster in the deck. You stop your opponent's plays pretty much. Most other graveyard decks stops their plays, plus it boosts all your monsters. And Nodin's also a water monster, so you know this card pretty much, if you get him out, it's really good. You stop your opponent's graveyard plays, you boost your monster's attack, plus you get a free +1. It's pretty good. Rank 7s, Abyss Gaios. I rarely go into him. You know, if I go into him, sometimes it helps me with a good established board. And Big Eye. Big Eye's pretty self-explanatory. For the side deck, monsters, 2 Gores. Really catches people off by surprise whenever he's sighting Gores. It's a really good hand trap. Not many people expect him. 2 Royal Decree. Traps absolutely fucking kill this deck. Especially side traps. People side Soul Drain, Diamond Dust, and a lot of others that just destroy Mermail. So Royal Decree is a good to side. You pretty much, if you're gonna go off, you know, flip this and then go off, or else you're gonna get Diamond Dust. 2 Imperial Iron Walls for Necros and Infernoids. Those are a thing. 2 Air Force. Anything that is pretty much for any deck that makes big boards. Heroes, Shaddolls, anything like that.
Proceed.
3 Wrongful Arrest. It's like a mistake, but it doesn't last as long. It'd be stupid to run Mistake, but Wrongful Arrest it's just amazing. It will stop your opponent's searches and still let you search later on. And for Pendulum decks, or any stupid trap heavy decks or whatever, for Pendulum decks and Floodgates, 3 MSTs and 1 Twister. And that is my deck profile.